Chapter 8. Be nice. The world is a small town. Part 1. Make friends, ignore enemies. There's only one reason I'm here. I'm here to make friends. The golden rule is even more golden in our hyper-connected world. An important lesson to learn. If you talk about someone on the internet, they will find out. Everybody has a Google alert on their name. The best way to vanquish your enemies on the internet, ignore them. The best way to make friends on the internet, say nice things about them. Note, there's only one rule I know of. You have got to be kind. Part 2. Stand next to the talent. The only mofos in my circle are people that I can learn from. Remember, garbage in, garbage out. You're only going to be as good as the people you surround yourself with. In the digital space, that means following the best people online, the people who are way smarter and better than you, the people who are doing their really interesting work. Pay attention to what they're talking about, what they're doing, what they're linking to. Colonel Ramis, the actor and director most famous to people of my generation for his role as Egan in the movie Ghostbusters, once laid out his rule for success. Find the most talented person in the room, and if it's not you, go stand next to him. Hang out with him. Try to be helpful. Ramis was lucky. The most talented person in the room was his friend Bill Murray. If you ever find that you're the most talented person in the room, you need to find another room. You will need curiosity, kindness, stamina, a willingness to look stupid. Part 3. Quit picking fights and go make something. You're going to see a lot of stupid stuff out there, and you're going to feel like you need to correct it. One time I was up late on my laptop, and my wife yelled at me, "Quit picking fights on Twitter and go make something." She was right, but anger is one of my favorite creative resources. Henry Rollins has said he is both angry and curious, and that's what keeps him moving. Some mornings when I can't wake up, I lie in bed and read email and Twitter until my blood starts boiling and I get fired up enough to spring out of bed. But instead of wasting my anger on complaining or lashing out at people, I try to channel it into my writing and my drawing. So go on, get angry, but keep your mouth shut and go do your work. Note, complain about the way other people make software by making software. Part 4. Write fan letters. When I was younger, I wrote a lot of fan letters and had the good fortune to hear back from several of my heroes. But I've realized that the trouble with fan letters is that there's built-in pressure for the recipient to respond. A lot of times when we write fan letters, we're looking for a blessing or affirmation. As my friend Hugh MacLeod says, the best way to get approval is to not need it. If you truly love somebody's work, you shouldn't need a response from them. And if the person you want to write to has been dead for 100 years, you're really out of luck. So I recommend public fan letters. The internet is really good for this. Write a blog post about someone's work that you admire and link to their site. Make something and dedicate it to your hero. Answer a question they have asked. Solve a problem for them or improve on their work and share it online. Maybe your hero will see your work. Maybe he or she won't. Maybe they will respond to you, maybe not. The important thing is that you show your appreciation without expecting anything in return, and that you get new work out of the appreciation. Part 5. Validation is for parking. Modern art is equal to "I could do that plus." Yeah, but you didn't. The trouble with creative work. Sometimes by the time people catch on to what's valuable about what you do, you're either bored to death with it or dead. You can't be looking for validation from external sources. Once you put your work into the world, you have no control over the way people will react to it. Ironically, really good work often appears to be effortless. People will say, "Why don't I think of that?" They won't see the years of toil and sweat that went into it. Not everybody will get it. People will misinterpret you and what you do. They might even call you names. So get comfortable with being misunderstood, disparaged, or ignored. The trick is to be too busy doing your work to care. Part 6. Keep a praise file. Life is a lonely business, often filled with discouragement and rejection. Yes, validation is for parking, but it's still a tremendous boost when people say nice things about our work. Occasionally, I have the good fortune to have something take offline. And for a week or two, I'll be swimming in tweets and nice emails from people discovering my work. It's pretty wonderful and disorienting and a major high, but I always know that high will taper off in a few weeks. Down the road, I will have a dark day when I want to quit, when I wonder why the heck I even bother with this stuff. That's why I put every really nice email I get in a special folder. Nasty emails get deleted immediately. When those dark days roll around and I need a boost, I open that folder and read through a couple emails. Then I get back to work. Try it. Instead of keeping a rejection file, keep a praise file. Use it sparingly. Don't get lost in past glory, but keep it around for when you need the lift.